Alright, that is the hour mark. Passed us by. Let's get into the lobby. Game 1 of a potential 7 NLE against Triple Trouble lower bracket round 1. This is Elimination Day. 2 teams are going home and 2 teams are moving on to the round 2 of the lower bracket of the tournament. Triple Trouble in blue, NLE in orange. Like I've said already today, I do think that Triple Trouble are the underdogs in this one, but I think that will work in their favour, and for that reason I wouldn't be surprised if this series goes to distance, but I do have NLE winning. I think that they've been more impressive this tournament, they've looked more consistent this tournament. The only question mark for them is, are they going to be able to perform as well as they did in the group stage? They beat 3 RLCS teams in a row in the group stage of this tournament. Of course, 2 of them were TSM and AS Monaco, who have been struggling in RLCS recently. But they were able to also beat Dignitas. However, they were the underdogs in that one. They're the favourites now. Is that going to work against them? Cash almost slips one through. It was past the defence, but the post saves Triple Trouble. Tadpole brings it down. Looked like he was getting challenged, but he made it past the first tackle quite well. Well, look out for this guy Cash. He's going to be the main offensive force for NLE today. Taz and Matane, the defensive players in the team. That's almost an opening goal though for Matane. Bounced down off the ceiling after a very strong 50-50. Triple Trouble are a bit out of the game here. Rix Ronde has to run back, but he does get the ball clear. Flakes host alert. Did Flakes host? I'm sorry if I missed that. Hopefully all of you weeps had a good stream. Welcome to TEI playoffs. This is the opening goal of the day, the opening goal of the series for Rix Ronde. What a pass by Bluey. Rix Ronde always going to be the favourite in that position when he's receiving a pass that accurately from Bluey, and that's a great start. That's exactly what Triple Trouble needs. If they're going to have a chance of progressing today, they need to try and stay in this one. They can't allow NLE to just pop off and run away with it. I mean, we've seen the kind of plays they can make once they get momentum going. Good shot by Matane. It's barred down and saved by Rix though. And here comes Bluey again. Triple Trouble are definitely playing extremely aggressively today with their first challenge. Taking some risks to go for big dunks. We'll see if it pays off for them. Rix Ronde, uncontested. Manages to play the ball straight into Bluey, who gives it to Matane. Tadpole looking to dribble out of defense. He's past 2. This is 1v1, actually 2v1. Bluey's helping him out. And once again, it's Bluey assisting a goal. This time he won't get an assist on the scoreboard, but he just knocks Cash into the net. No save possible. Brilliant assisting by Bluey on both goals today. And already Triple Trouble are ahead by 2. A long way left in this game. NLE unsuccessful on most of their offensive opportunities so far. They have had a couple of shots go past the defense of Triple Trouble. But every time that has happened, the crossbar or the post has kept Triple Trouble in it. Rix knocks it into the corner. Bluey again, advancing, moving forwards. Can he get a third assist of the game? Not yet. Well, you know, Triple Trouble, despite not looking too hot in RLRS at the moment, and despite being completely even, 2 series wins, 2 losses in this tournament, they are just one of those teams that you can never really count out of any matchup, because they don't play that, you know, super aggressive, super entertaining style that other teams have been and impressing everybody with, but they do play extremely solid. And if they catch their opponents out of position a few times, they can easily get ahead in a game just like they have done here. Now, NLE might be trying a bit too much in offense at the other side of the field. They're, you know, not playing a simple game at all. Oh, look at this right, Bluey though, he's pre-jumped and double touched it in. Bluey absolutely insane in game number 1 here. What a read. He's actually pre-jumped, pre-flipped, and then knocks the ball in as it bounces across from the post. That's one of the best goals we'll see all day. And if Bluey can keep this up, this is going to be a really difficult series for NLE because he's so difficult to read. He's so difficult to keep under control when he's given these kind of opportunities. But the whole team for Triple Trouble have played well. It's not just been Bluey 1v5, not at all. Obviously he's been the man of the match so far, but as a unit they've looked far more effective and they've handled everything that NLE have thrown at them, except, like I said earlier, a couple of shots that snuck through, which were going wide anyway. That's 5-0 in fact. Rick's just making a real statement here. NLE are in a lot of trouble. I mean, game one's totally away from them at this point. Slightly unfortunate with how this one bumped off Taz away from Mutane, who had just decided to commit to the ball, but still, NLE will be looking to significantly improve their defense in the next few games. I think they just have to play a bit more simple in offense as well. They've tried to be very fancy here. They've tried to be very tricky and confuse Triple Trouble, but nothing much has been too difficult for Triple Trouble to read, and I think really NLE are just outplaying themselves at times. It's a hat trick for Rick's Ronde. He missed his shot, but that's a brilliant pass. Ricks easily puts it into the near post. 6-0 in game one. I don't think anybody expected a scoreline like this, especially with the run that NLE are currently on in this tournament. But has that upper bracket loss done more damage to NLE than we may have expected? Everything was going so well for them before that, and then it all fell to pieces against Singularity. And obviously game one at this point, long gone, and it's up to them to try and figure out what to change going into the next few games in the series. Luckily for them, it is going to be a best of 7, so they've got time to solve this puzzle. But if things keep going like this, then my prediction is going to be way off. Twitch chat's prediction as well going to be way off, and Triple Trouble will have another shot at Espanyol in the next round. Maybe 4th time lucky for them, because they've actually lost every matchup against RCD this year in the ace match when they've played them. But the other thing to remember is if Triple Trouble, or NLE for that matter, if they do win today, then they're going into the next round with some momentum on their side. Espanyol, of course, they await the winner of this one in the next round of the tournament, but they've just dropped down from the winner bracket, so they're going to have to bounce back from that. The team that wins today have a chance to try and continue that run of momentum. The score that you see on your screen right there is incorrect, but this one's not. Triple Trouble do lead 1-0 as we enter game 2 of this best of 7 series. But TT's game plan was absolutely perfect there. They didn't get tricked, they didn't get confused by any of the plays NLE were trying to make, and they were clinical as you like at the other end of the field. Let's see if they can keep that up. Tadpole looking for a redirect. He drops it down into the middle. Ricks is committed on that ball. Now that leaves Bluey alone at the back. Bluey's done well. He's passed one, and he even got a touch on Cash's clear ball as well. Ricks has to be quick here. Mutane was looking for an open net. Impressed so far that Triple Trouble haven't looked outmatched mechanically. They haven't been outpaced because NLE were playing some really fast Rocket League in the group stage. You don't need to look any further than their win against Dignitas to know that, because anyone who can beat Dignitas has to play incredibly quickly to do so. And that's something that NLE were able to do. But, you know, Mutane in particular, he's not looked as confident on the ball as he usually does. Taz knocks away Bluey's shot, and that's another touch into the ceiling as well. Mutane into the corner, all the way himself perhaps, but Taz has been demoed in the middle as he looks to get involved. Cash actually misses his touch. Now Tadpole's got some space. He's passed one. Ricks follows up. That's not the best angle for him to work with. Bluey has to try and make a play. Oh, that's almost an own goal. Taz just ran onto the ball there. Still NLE with a lot to improve defensively. They're looking shaky. And Bluey looking to be the one to cause them the most problems again. He was the one in game number 1 that caused the first 3 goals to happen. Here he comes again, but he can't get over the top of this one. Rick's into the middle. Tadpole is there, but he's a bit too slow to get up in the air for it. Got a piece, and that's all he needed to keep the play even, maybe even in Triple Trouble's favour, as Ricks comes forward, gets a dunk into the middle. Bluey's committed on that. Now, this is dangerous for Triple Trouble. They are going very aggressively forward. I think it was Tadpole and Ricks actually committing in the last play as first to second man, looking for a 50-50 with the goalkeeper. Now that's risky because you're relying on Bluey, the last man back, to avoid getting outplayed as you both rotate. And, you know, Bluey's done well as third man today. But how many times are you going to leave him alone at the back and hope for the best? Taz down the line. Matein's chasing after it. So far, Triple Trouble are keeping the door closed on all the offensive opportunities. And Tadpole was away there. That was an open net. Difficult angle, but one that you'd expect him to do a bit better with. It looks like a Triple Trouble game. That's a Triple Trouble goal. Bluey again with the assist, but this one didn't need to be too clever. He just centres it off the wall, and there's no third man for NLE. Cash is in no man's land. What's he doing over here? Stealing boost in another continent while his team's in defense. Not sure what possessed him to end up there. Maybe he did get bumped into that position. Either way, NLE down by a goal yet again. This is their best opportunity offensively, but it's saved without too much difficulty by Triple Trouble. Now Matein's going to up the pace. This is a lot better from NLE. They're looking dangerous. Matein bumps Ricks. It's off the post at the far end. NLE finally getting some pressure. But Matein underneath the ball. He didn't have the boost to attack it. Taz follows up. It's off the post as well. Now Tadpole knocks it clear of Matein, but they're still under pressure here. Back corner boost did get taken by Triple Trouble in their own half, so they shouldn't be in too much of a bad spot here. NLE look desperate. They look extremely eager to equalise. They're sitting so far forward with all 3 players. The ball does keep going over their heads as it comes into the middle. They need to time their arrival a lot better if they're going to get past this Triple Trouble defence, as Taz gives the ball away. Cash comes in for the play. He's quickly gotten into position for that block, but can NLE find a way through? It doesn't look likely, and they're getting greedy with these 50-50s as well. That one was bouncing on target. Team bump by NLE. They're not looking good in the closing stages of game 2. Now maybe an opportunity. Taz gonna get the knock on. It's Matein into the bar. Cash coming through for a double touch. That's saved by Bluey. What a series Bluey's having at both ends of the field. 30 seconds left. NLE finally getting some form. Can they get a goal? Knock on by Matein. There's 2 there. Tadpole makes it safe for the time being. But they're struggling to get rid of the pressure. Here comes Cash again! And NLE will equalise late in the game. Double touch saved earlier for Cash, but he actually put an even more difficult one in. That's a really well executed shot. Under pressure as well. Cash with 16 seconds left gets the goal that NLE have been looking for all series long. They're still losing 7-1 on aggregate. Luckily, that is not how this series will be judged. And if they can get one more, they're going to be all even, despite the crushing loss they suffered in game 1. Triple Trouble with the favourable spot here as we approach overtime. Taz sends it high into their half. This might be bouncing up. No, will go into the ground for overtime. But still, just 1 goal for either team in order to win this one. NLE's really come to life in the last few seconds there, though. Taz and Matein both thinking about going for that shot. Pressure on Triple Trouble. They're jumping a bit more dangerously at the ball now. Ricks uncontested. Not enough boost to get a good touch on the ball. Cash trying to bring it down. He's over Tadpole. Bluey able to get a free touch though, because Tadpole did get a piece of Cash. Now can Tadpole get a crazy angle here? It's down towards Bluey, who's tackled well by Matein. Triple Trouble now with the best position on the ball. Matein knocks it past the second man. Bluey walks right into Cash, who's got a nice block on him there. NLE looking to get the late goal in the game to get the series all tied up. This looks like a a Triple Trouble game. I'm not going to lie. They've snagged winners in these positions so many times. NLE have got to be careful. It made sense to push super aggressively at the end of the last game, at the end of regulation time I should say, but now they need to be so much more careful. That's an open net miss. You know, it wasn't a fully open net, but certainly the near post looked available. Tadpole off the ceiling, down to Rix. What a save by Matane there. Triple Trouble still piling forward, but have they overextended? Rix quickly rotating back. He's going to keep this one in the corner. Taz also going to bring it down. Cash comes in. Cash unable to do anything this time, but he didn't have to. It's bounced out to Matane, who's decided to go for the goal. Maybe the crossbar was the better option. Tadpole panicking at the near post. He's given away possession. NLE are just battering the ball forward. Here comes Taz. Crossbar down and out. Matane with an uncontested shot. That's saved by Bluey. How long can Triple Trouble hold on? NLE will feel like they should have won the game there, but they might be about to lose it. Taz has to make a save now. Oh, what an exciting game too we're having here. Whoever wins this is going to have huge momentum on their side going into game number 3. Bluey under Matane. Taz dispossesses him, but Bluey's right back in the action now. Tadpole into the middle. Rix Ronde can't get over it. Already half a game more, and it's Triple Trouble who are advancing once again. Taz blocks Bluey. Now Cash looks in field to Taz. Saved by Rix. Matane is up. Nobody touching the ball now for Triple Trouble. They're reacting to what NLE are doing, and they're hanging on. That's a mid-boost grab for Rix to relieve some pressure. Taz looking for a flip reset perhaps. No, he dunks it underneath the last man. Bluey alone in the corner. He guides it wide. NLE have had the better of the chances at the end of this game and also in overtime. But Triple Trouble have been solid in defense. They've had some very nice saves. They've been under so much pressure, but they are hanging on for dear life. Tadpole now with a free hit. He's going to take it to the sky. Flip reset underneath Cash. He misses the touch though. Taz will put it into the corner. Rix awaits in the middle, and that's off the post. It should have been on target for Rix. Everybody was in the corner for NLE. Can't let that happen too often. The infield passes for Triple Trouble have been pretty good today. Taz forward to Cash, who's come off the ceiling for this one. He's looking for Matane on the far side. Matane to the near post, but that's just a pass to Tadpole, who's more than willing to dribble out of defense today. Cash still bamboozling Triple Trouble as he comes forward. He's got all 3 players jumping at this ball. It's into the middle by Tadpole. Cash to the crossbar. Rix reads it well. Now Taz alone at the back. He's got plenty time to bring this one down. End-to-end stuff in overtime. Who's going to seal the game? Who's going to seal the game? No doubt that NLE have had the better chances, but they've also looked vulnerable in defense at times as well. Neither team has had a clear advantage here. Matane quick on the recovery, faster than Triple Trouble were expecting, but Bluey's patient, grabs the boost and the ball. Now here he comes to the other end of the field. Demo by Tadpole. It's bounced into the bar, but Rix is there. And Triple Trouble get the winning goal. 4 minutes and 33 into overtime. And Matane just couldn't read whether that was hitting the bar or going in. He thought it was on target, but the crossbar passes it out to Rix for the winner. And that is a 2-0 lead now for Triple Trouble in the series. A much better game for NLE, but the same result. And they're really up against it now. Their tournament life on the line. They had so many opportunities in this game. They'll probably feel like they should have won it, especially as most of their good chances were at the end of the game. But Triple Trouble were able to hang on. NLE couldn't execute in the final third, and they're now 2-0 down. This is a really tough comeback. Personally, I don't see it. It is a best of 7 today, but with how this game is currently going, I don't think the comeback is likely. NLE have looked dangerous at times, but they don't look like they're going to be able to consistently take games against TT. I think if the comeback is going to happen, it has to start now. They can't wait until next game. They can't go 3-0 down. That's so much time for Triple Trouble on the ball there. NLE playing more patiently to start off game 3. And after the blistering speed of the last one, it's strange to see everybody taking time and allowing multiple touches on it. Oh wow, Triple Trouble actually triple commit there, but it's worked out for them. Is that just bouncing in? It is! Bluey! Just got bumped into the air, but he turned it into a demo. Look at this. Pre-flip demo by Bluey onto the goalkeeper. Certainly fortunate, but still, the only reaction he could make in that position. Well played by Bluey, who's still, in my opinion, the man to watch today. Wasn't the outstanding player in group stage at all. I think that Bluey has really stepped up at the right time here. He's out the game now though. Ricks on the back wall, avoids the bump and gets the ball clear. And not for the first time today. NLE have just given the ball to the goalkeeper. Their centres are not so much centres to their teammates, but passes to the TT goalkeepers. Bluey takes out the last man, and that's just straight in on the counter-attack for Triple Trouble. NLE are getting brutalised in the demolition matchup. Maybe Triple Trouble noticing just how badly that particular aspect of the game went for them in the previous round against Endpoint. They're giving it a go themselves in this one. But it's not just the demos that are the problem for NLE. It's also the fact that they keep on passing the ball away so dangerously in the final third. That centre right there is just not good enough at this level. You can't be hitting the ball down and into the ground for a goalkeeper to boom clear. Matain makes a difficult read off the bar. Tadpole is going to take him away from the play, and now Taz bumped out the net again. Back pass by Ricks. Triple Trouble are just going to try and hold on to this one. With how this series is going, they don't need to force the issue at all. They've been getting plenty of opportunities just by letting the game play itself. NLE having one of their worst results of the year at the worst possible time. Bluey actually skies an open net. That was certainly a goal you'd expect him to be scoring. I think Cash at the other end of the field though has missed as well, and now it's Bluey to the rescue to deny Matain at the near post. Both teams had chances, neither team has taken them. Cash, 15 boost, not able to read the down bounce, but he gets the block. Triple Trouble are not having a hard time at the moment getting out of defense. It's only the end of game 2 that they struggled in that regard. Look at the goal line saves of TT. Tadpole down the line to Bluey. Every single time that TT make a save, they're able to transition, they're able to move the ball into offense. And that's got to be frustrating for NLE. They want to try and keep the ball in that final third to get some consistent pressure going, but Triple Trouble are proving to be very difficult to keep in that position. Taz pops it into the air. Ricks Ronde with a favourable 50-50. Bluey looks for the knock-on, doesn't need it, it's just going to bounce through. And this is easily going to be Triple Trouble's game at the current rate. Oh, not if Cash can hit another double touch though. This is exactly how they came back in the second game. You know, Cash's ability to get this into the middle and also get his card into the middle after the ball, it is outstanding. That is a brilliant, brilliant first touch. But unlike game number 2, they have to get another goal to come back. They only needed the one for the equaliser last game. Now they need an extra one. Ricks Ronde. Bit of a heavy touch there. Bluey's found Tadpole in the middle. He's side flipped by accident. Pressure getting to Triple Trouble at the end of the game, maybe. Here comes Cash again. Can he make something happen? Yes, he can! Cash with a flip reset, threads the needle. And Triple Trouble just can't stop him right now. This is unreal, though. Just as Ricks jumps off the goal line, Cash lands the reset and puts the ball over his head. And at this point, the game plan is pretty clear for NLE. Just get the ball to Cash and let him do the rest. Unbelievable. NLE have a lifeline. Triple Trouble look to bump them out of the game again. It's not going to work this time. Matain has an option infield, decides to go himself. He's over one. Bluey on the goal line, denies another shot. He's been fantastic at both ends of the field today, Bluey. Matane, though, gets a goal in the near post. And NLE are in front for the first time of the series. Tadpole left it for Ricks, who couldn't get there in time. And NLE refuse to go down without a fight. They've had to come back every single game so far. They've lost the opening goal, but now they've got the first lead they've had all day, and they've got to hold on to it for 36 seconds. Ricks unable to get the ball past Cash. That's an unreal save. He was running away from the demo, and they managed to flip down and into the ball. It might have already been wide, but still, the fact that Cash is covered in the whole goal there can't go unnoticed. 20 seconds now. NLE have to hold on. They're the ones who are under pressure late in the game. Bluey sticks it over the top. Where's the follow-up? Ricks too late to the ball. Here comes Tadpole. He's hit it high and wide of the goal, but now it's down to Bluey off the post. So many chances right there for Triple Trouble, but they couldn't get even a single shot on target. Bluey into the middle for Ricks. He's denied by Matane, and now surely NLE can close out the game. Taz beaten by Bluey. Matane tries to ground it, and he will. And finally, NLE get a game win. Boy, did they have to work for it. MVP performance by Cash. First the double touch, then the flip reset to tie up the game. Look at that scoreline. 5 saves as well. You know, in other games we've seen Cash do this sort of thing up front with Matane and Taz holding it down in defense, but now it was just all Cash at both sides of the field, carrying the team to victory. But that's exactly the kind of game that NLE needed to turn this one around. That's exactly the kind of game that you need to, you know, potentially tilt Triple Trouble. Because Triple Trouble were 2-0 ahead with not a lot of time left in the game. They will feel like they should have been able to close that one out. Are they going to be affected by it? Ricks double touches the ball clear by accident. Tadpole misses the centre. And now here comes Cash again. Look out, TT. He's doing it over the top this time. And you just cannot afford to give this man the ball in the final third. Bluey's attacking him early here, anticipating a flip reset. But Cash is one step ahead. Air dribbles over him and straight into the net. This guy is unreal today. Multiple unbelievable solo efforts in order to drag NLE back into this series. And now they're in the lead for the second time. Bluey, one mind game, but only one. Couldn't get the second one. Here comes Cash again. You've got to be kidding me. He's done it again. And he wasn't far off getting another double touch goal. The car control here by Cash, the speed of the recoveries, it's just unbelievable. And Taz hits his mark to follow up Cash's brilliant assist. Well, this is really problematic for Triple Trouble. They can't handle Cash. Everything that he's doing right now in offense is going unanswered. They can't read what he's doing, and even if they did, how are they going to stop him? That's another bump for TT though, but Taz has actually hit it off the post. That's a brilliant save. And here comes Cash again, denied on the deck by TT. A great run of form here for NLE overall. Taz stepping up as well here in game number 4, sorry. You know, they can all step it up still. We've seen brilliance from Matane at other parts of this tournament. That's a brilliant save. And an insane double save by Cash. How does he manage that? Even if he only got one save there, that would still be impressive. But he flew straight back down and got the second one as well. One of the best performances we've seen all tournament long from anyone. And there have been some outstanding solo efforts. Cash making a name for himself once again. He did it against Dignitas. Now he's doing it to Triple Trouble. And of course he would be looking for another double touch, wouldn't he? Triple Trouble are scrambling here. They know that they have to get this ball clear before Cash puts it into their net again. Tadpole down the line. He fires wide. That was a free shot. Difficult angle. But TT are not taking their chances like they did earlier in the series. Think back to game 1 and 2 where they were so clinical. Game 1 especially. But that version of Triple Trouble is long gone. They're having to deal with a much bigger problem right now than their own accuracy, and that's the man right now on your screen driving the Dominus. Cash has gone unanswered 2 games in a row. Potential 2v1 opportunity for Triple Trouble. Taz will get back and help out. Bluey's actually just popped the ball middle here over the third man of TT. Tadpole couldn't get it past Taz, who was boost starved. Now Bluey, infield, intercepted by Matane. Bluey's going to keep the ball alive, but he's giving it to Cash, and that's not what you want to do if you're a Triple Trouble fan. You best start hoping that TT all start demoing Cash out of the game, because besides that I don't think there's any real option for you to do. Taz with a really good read there on the bump, but his 50-50 is not the best. Cash with another pre-jump save on the goal line though. All is well when Cash is alive. NLE still ahead by 2. Best lead they've had all series long, as they look to tie up the series with momentum on their side. Here comes Cash, way too far wide for the double this time, but he didn't want to get dunked on, so it's definitely sensible to keep that away from the goalkeepers. Matane forces it through. It's another dangerous centre ball there for NLE. Cash off the ceiling, he has his dodge available, has to use it early because Rix was tackling him. Taz off the bar. Bluey gonna sky it into the orange half of the field. Tadpole beaten to the ball by last man Matane, who's followed up well here on his own first touch. Taz tries to bring it down. He's actually passed it. Bluey, who's just missed the ball. Rix alone at the back, and all he's able to do is get Cash in the midfield. It was all going so well for Triple Trouble today. They got the crushing Game 1 win. They got the overtime win in Game 2 after an extended long overtime. But Cash has totally turned this one around, and NLE are not the kind of team who are going to be bothered by the fact that one of their players is carrying. They've all had their fair share of that this tournament. Cash certainly offensively has been their star player all tournament long, but we've seen all 3 of them perform at an incredibly high level in the various games that we've watched them play. Cash, 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, and into the middle. Triple Trouble have no idea where he's going with the ball. They just can't keep up with him. They're not able to read a single touch that Cash makes, it would seem. And with a 2-goal lead and 25 seconds left, NLE have all but won game number 4. 15 seconds now. TT trying to get one last ditch effort. They're trying to get a chance to equalize late in the game, but it's just not going to happen. Matane and Cash both going for this one. It doesn't really matter at this point. They've done the hard work and they've tied up the series. And after going 2-0 down in game number 3, who would have thought that NLE would actually go on to equalise a game and a half later? 3-0 as NLE actually improve once again. They're just getting better and better now, and Triple Trouble looks stagnant. They don't look anywhere near as consistent in the final third as they did before, and that's not even the biggest problem they have. The biggest problem is Cash, who can't stop scoring. He can't stop getting great assists. He can't stop making insane saves. Everything he does turns to goals or gold. But we're all tied up now. The best of 7's become a best of 3. Let's see what Triple Trouble can do. They've got a lot of experience on their roster, far more than NLE do. Let's see if that's going to help them get the win in the closing stages of this series. This is the first series of 2 today. Dignitas versus Veloce coming up next. And you know, I said that my first prediction here was NLE in 7. Starting to feel a bit more confident of that prediction now, but will Cash be able to keep up this insane level of play? Because if this is how well he has to play in order for NLE to win, and they're asking a lot of him. Opportunity for Matane, he's blocked by Tadpole. Wasn't a lot of the goal to aim at there. 2 Triple Trouble defenders flying at it now again, but Bluey does well. NLE are firing on all cylinders at the moment though. Taz to Matane, he's going to knock it into the corner and double it down. Great control by Matane there. It's going to go over the top of Cash, or is it? He's looking for a double off the sidewall now. Tadpole able to get a dribble out of defense. Matane times his challenge well. Now Matane on target. Bluey able to pop it clear. Much better so far for NLE, but oh dear, Taz just clean whiffs a routine wall hit. And that could have been a chance for Triple Trouble. It still was. And now it's actually a chance at the other end. Triple Trouble have overextended. They saw the miss from Matane, or from Taz rather, and thought maybe they should be doing something with it, but They weren't quick enough, and now that chance is long gone. Bluey into the middle to Tadpole. He's denied by Cash, who's still looking for more double touches. It's going to bounce middle this time. How many times is Cash going to get the ball through in the air? Triple Trouble can't afford to keep letting him do this. Ricks with an early stop onto Cash there, and now Matein's been demoed out of the game. Tadpole to Ricks Ronde downfield. 1-0 Triple Trouble. It's another demo off the ball that lets it happen. They had so much space on this side, and Matain, after spawning, has gone for the boost. Did not cover the goal. Demos have been the name of the game for Triple Trouble, and if they can keep that up, maybe they still have a chance to stop the momentum of NLE. I mean, maybe they have already stopped them. 1 goal, potentially, all you need to do in this kind of matchup to get a massive swing in your favour. Taz, 1v1 with Ricks Ronde. Nice fake challenge by Ricks. He's got the ball and the 100 boost here. And he's infield to Bluey, who was up early for that. Now Tadpole's alone at the back. Pre-flip by Matain. It looks like Triple Trouble are trying to fake challenge more with their last man. It's working out somewhat, but still, NLE creating chances. Matain pinches it into the middle. And here's Cash off the sidewall. He just passes it down to Ricks. That's dangerous. We saw this earlier from NLE. They were getting in trouble with that exact kind of hit on the ball. Matain knocks it towards Tadpole, who easily gets the save there. Breaks into the middle. Bluey decides not to go for it. Actually, everybody on the back foot now for Triple Trouble. Nobody really able to follow up well for NLE on this occasion. Taz keeps it high over the goal. There's only 2 minutes left, and they're not passing the ball all that well right now. NLE have to start playing keep away, because Triple Trouble are looking patient. There's a half pass from Matain. It was sort of between a pass and a shot. The one demo goal into passing play from Triple Trouble separates the two teams. And Cash hasn't done anything crazy in game number 5. He did in both of the games that NLE were able to win today. Are they relying too much on him to pop off and make something happen? Pinched by Cash. Unsuccessful. And he's out the game for a while now. Bluey looks to dribble past the last man. Tadpole and Bluey will both rotate out. Cash down the middle. Matain is uncontested here. He's going to go for a reset on the ball. Doesn't look like he got it because he couldn't follow up. And now Taz gets involved in the play. Triple Trouble are absorbing everything quite easily right now. And it does seem to be that without some flair from Cash, NLE have got a lot less options offensively. Now Ricks with a demo onto Matain. Is that the opportunity for Triple Trouble? They scored off a lot of demos today. Taz with a knock on. TT are on the back foot here. It's well cleared though. Look at the distance that Bluey's been able to get on that one. And the more they can do this, the more difficult it's going to be for NLE to get an opportunity late in the game. 32 seconds left. Still 1-0 to Triple Trouble. Bluey wasting time brilliantly at the end of this game. Cash looks to go down the line. He's 1v1 with Ricks, who's faked another challenge successfully. Taz with the back pass to Matain, intercepted by Tadpole. Matain not able to read that bounce. Now an opportunity for Cash maybe, but he doesn't want to go in as last man. It's not yet. And he's too late. Once he does go, he's beaten to the ball by Tadpole. Down the line by Matain. Still an opportunity, perhaps. That was on target, but into the bar. And unless the ball bounces up here, that's the end of the game. Should be the end of the game. Triple Trouble snag another one. And there was no magic from Cash to save NLE in this one. At the end of the game there, I think it was Cash who got a redirect in the midfield that did come off the crossbar. But besides that, we didn't see anything too crazy from him. And that one demo on a third man is all it took for Triple Trouble to steal the game. That's double match point for Triple Trouble now. Is anybody else going to step up for NLE? Help Cash carry? Or are Triple Trouble going to be able to close this one out? You know, when Cash hasn't been doing incredible things, they have looked like the better team. They've looked like the far more consistent team. But now here's a chance for Matain. He'd gone way wide with it. Wanted to go behind the goalkeepers, yes, but that was a bit too far behind. For once, a demo on a third man doesn't result in a goal for Triple Trouble, but they're still coming forward here. And it's only a good save from Taz that keeps NLE in this one. Cash Down the line with no boost. He's trying to run away from the demo. He will do so. And once again, NLE don't have many passing plays to look to. It's been all Cash making solo efforts in offense. That's really all they've had. Big dunk by Cash now. Rix has to make a tough read, and he can't get it. Cash is back. And who else would it be? What on earth is this? How does he block that forward? I just don't even know anymore. Unreal read by Cash. And you can't blame him for going up for the rebound there. It did look awkward for Rix. It was a tough read. One that you'd expect him to make, but there's definitely a chance he could miss it. Here comes Cash again. No flip reset, but he's going to land on the dunk anyway. Now Cash with the boost steal. NLE coming forward with all three players. Cash is flying across this one. Taz still in reserve. Bluey brings it down. That's composure from Bluey in defense. Matane with that free shot actually saved by the bar. Triple trouble once again. Relying on the woodwork to work for them. Cash. Low boost ground play. He's got everybody in a panic in triple trouble. Whenever Cash touches the ball, everybody's jumping forward. It's almost like they're dedicating two people to him at all times in games like this. And NLE have won every game that they had a lead in at any time. The three that they've lost, they never were better than a tie. Can they do it again? Will this one go to game 7? Taz stuffed by Rix Ronde. Cash pops it over to the right side. Matane is there. So is Tadpole. Matane comes out on top. Tries to knock it into the middle, but Rix is able to intercept with ease. Now Taz. Denied on the left side of the field. Lots of 50-50s happening right now. And afterwards, Cash comes away with the ball. Not for the first time this game. Triple Trouble are trying to dribble out of defense here, but they aren't getting very far because NLE are challenging so high up the field right now. There's not a lot of space for them to play with. Bluey with another diving save. And here he comes, 1v1 with Matane. Can Bluey work his magic? No, Matane challenges perfectly. Great timing, great angle there by Matane. Bluey anticipated a later move in on the ball. 2 minutes and 20 left in the game. It's getting away from Triple Trouble this time. Bluey's, again, the one player for them that's making things happen when it's not all going their way. Taz keeps it in the corner. Matane bumped on the goal line. Look at the plays off the ball by Triple Trouble. It's Bluey once more, finding his mark. Cash wants to keep it in the corner here, but he's eliminated from the equation. Infield to Bluey. Mind game by Bluey. Denied by Matane immediately afterwards. Bluey's been brilliant today for Triple Trouble. I said it earlier. I'll keep saying it because he's still playing some of the best Rocket League that I've seen from him in a long time. It has been just a question of who's going to step up more, Bluey or Cash, or Taz maybe. 2-0, NLE with a freebie. Rix Ronde just walks right into the block, and he did not have anybody behind him. That's so careless for Rix. He didn't get behind the ball. He just tried to chip it over the challenge, and you can't do that against NLE, who are so willing to jump in at the ball with their first man forward. Infield towards Tadpole. Now he's gone round Matane. That's exactly what Rix should have done previously. Bluey's actually missed the ball here. Matane makes it 3. Triple Trouble have not responded well to that pressure. And after playing so well all game, Bluey's actually blundered here. He's left Rix alone in the back, and NLE are sending us to game 7, sorry. That was, of course, everything that the neutral spectators among you would have wanted, I'm sure. Everybody stepping up in this game here. Cash was the one that started it, but everybody's got on the goal sheet for NLE, and I think they've really needed that this series. They don't want it to be all Cash in offense, because you saw what happened in game 5 when Cash isn't able to make something happen. They just had nothing going for them. But as them will go into the last game with the momentum on their side. Pressure really on Triple Trouble right now, who are looking so disorganized in defense. Oh, that would have been nice from Taz. Little scoop as he slid into position upside down. It's another demo goal for Triple Trouble though, late in the game. And you know, credit to them, they've had so many demo goals today. They're making it work. The confidence in the ball carrier, or rather in the player making the demo, is always there because it just keeps working out for them. Every time that they get a kill, they're following it up with a shot on target. NLE are going to have to watch out for that in the last game. It's been the biggest issue for them this series. 15 seconds left in the game though, still 2 goals in it, still NLE in front. And they've done well here. They're passing out a defense to make sure that they get the win here. And at every chance that Triple Trouble has had to come back, it's just too little too late. We are going to game 7 in losers round 1. Whoever wins will advance. Whoever loses goes home. RCD Espanyol await the winner of this series. Of course it did have to go all the way. I mean, I thought it would go all the way, but I expected more of a back and forth. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't think that Triple Trouble would start the series off 2 games ahead and then 2 goals ahead in game 3. But NLE have played well. They've came back several times, but it would be nice for them to just get an opening goal. They've had to do so much from behind today, and Triple Trouble, they've had way more chances. They will feel like they could have closed out game 3. They'll feel like they should have, you know, maybe done more in this game, really test NLE when they're on the last life. Well, let's get into it. Game number 7, Triple Trouble versus NLE. Has been a cracker of a series so far. Both teams have played well, but only one can move on. Will Cash be able to do it again? I think that no matter what happens this game, Cash will still be man of the match. But it's really just Triple Trouble's demos against Cash's solo plays at this point. Who's going to come out on top? Bluey tries to pinch it clear. It doesn't go too far. This is awkward for Triple Trouble early on. Tadpole will knock it into this side of the field. Here comes Cash in the air though. And he's just going to go straight for the goal. Saved well by Ricks. Follow up from Taz. Bar down and out. Matane wide of target. He's looking for the double. He's off the post. NLE have had so many chances. And it's Cash who finally puts it in. They all had their opportunities here, but Triple Trouble were scrambling. They didn't have the organisation to stay composed under this kind of pressure. And NLE do get the first goal in game number 7. They've won every game where they've taken the lead at any point. This is a bad start for TT. But they've had tricks up their sleeves. They've had mind games. They've had demos. Will they be able to do it again? Back post by Tadpole. Already an equaliser. Bluey able to get past everybody here. What an assist. Once again by Bluey. No one covering the back post for NLE, and they have been immediately punished. And we've got a series. We've got a game here. Who's going to clutch it? Who's going to come out on top? Cash misses his centre. He's completely out of boost, but here comes Matane. He's dodged off the ceiling. Uses it for a mind game, in fact. He was convinced that Triple Trouble would pre-jump at this. He actually stayed quite composed in the way of him. Taz and Matane are getting involved in this game though. They've both been very much a part of the 3-man offense. It's a great 50-50 for TT though. Cash off the goal line. Ricks Ronde follows up. He shoots it under the keeper. And Triple Trouble have the lead. This was so awkward for NLE. And Taz was just floating on the goal line. He couldn't get down low for this. Great placement by Ricks underneath the pre-jump. And that's all you need. Just one 50-50 to go in your favour. And a quick reaction. Triple Trouble strike. And this is one of the first times that they've had immediate pressure after going down in a game. Ricks Ronde leaves the ball for Matane. That was dangerous. Now he's getting bumped off the back wall. Cash into the middle. It's into the goal. Taz makes sure. But it's Triple Trouble who just get completely in the way of each other here. Ricks was trying to back pass, but he left the ball far too close. Matane forced it into the middle, and it was just up to Taz to decide who would get the goal there. Matane now, flip reset, over the second man. Bluey with the scramble, and he keeps it off the goal line. Tadpole blocked by Cash. Bluey has to make a tough read here, but he does well. Taz Loses the 50-50 with Tadpole, so does Matane. They're really on the back foot now. And here comes the infield. What a save by Taz! A man who's become so known for his defensive capabilities, his goalkeeping in particular. Called upon once again. Cash with a dangerous shot. He's just passed the ball to Ricks. NLE have got to be careful with that play. They've been doing it wrong all day. Now Taz waits on the far side. No boost steal for him. It was grabbed actually by Tadpole, or Bluey rather. So right now, Triple Trouble are doing okay for boost. Taz in a real panic here. Ricks with a free shot. That's off the bar, and again, nobody really covering the back post for NLE. They're in trouble every time the ball comes across high, and that was so close to another winner for Triple Trouble. NLE so far forward. They've moved so far up here. Ricks Ronde uncontested. Saved by Matane, but it's into the middle. Can Triple Trouble capitalise? Tadpole demoed out of the game. And finally, NLE can get the ball clear. Taz decides to dribble it. Nice 50-50 by him. Ricks Ronde past Matane. Very nice hit by Ricks, in fact. It didn't have much on it, but it was a very awkward ball for NLE to read. Cash causing all kinds of problems once again in the third half of the field. Third half. Yes, I just said that. But forgive me, there's a lot going on here. Cash out to boost once again. That's something that may drop off in consistency in a huge high pressure situation like this. Bluey again trying to be the one to set up his team. He's bumped the last man. Tadpole's on the wrong side of the ball, though. He just let it get away from him. Bluey had the goal wide open for TT, but nobody could get the goal. Nobody could put the ball in. And now here come NLE. That is a free hit from Matane. No, Tadpole turns early on it. 1 minute left in the game. Cash decides to try and keep the ball to himself again. Triple Trouble are all over them. Bluey has options. He's just giving it straight to Matane. And Matane past two, but Tadpole comes in for the free hit. NLE just can't get the ball over the top of the full Triple Trouble lineup at the moment. Maybe they have a chance to do so right now, though. Taz with the dribble. He's tackled by Ricks on the recovery. Still gets the boost steal. Matane trying to bring Taz into the game. Tadpole with a clear. He didn't get his reset on the ceiling, though. He's going to be out of the game for a while. Pass was too far ahead of Cash. That was a chance for NLE. Cash was in good space on the right side. Matane can't deny Bluey. Now Tadpole, the 50-50. It's into Ricks, who's been the finisher so many times for TT. But NLE hang on. Can they get the ball past the halfway line? TT are queuing up to make challenges. Cash. Not a lot of boost to play with. He's really been boost starved all game here. Still, gets the ball past two. But we're going to separate this one in overtime unless NLE could do something special at the end here. Great save by Ricks. And we do go to overtime. 1 goal to advance to the tournament. Whoever concedes goes home. Both teams have played brilliantly today. Who's going to clutch it when it matters most? Bluey brings the ball down in defense. He's found Cash at the edge of the box, though. That's not what you want to see if you're a Triple Trouble fan. 15 seconds into OT and it's already NLE piling on the pressure. Cash finds his way past two again, and the last man for Triple Trouble's always been there this game, though, to keep Cash at bay. Bluey couldn't get it past Matane. Cash for the fake challenge. No back pass there from Matane. It's awkward for Taz. He has to be careful here. Matane into the middle. Cash trying to get on the end of it. He goes for the crossbar. Tadpole has it covered. You've got to expect the crossbar to come into play there whenever Cash makes a setup. So many double touches today. Taz, no dunk for him. Triple Trouble on the back foot, but surviving. The deep rotations of NLE are leaving some space in the midfield for a counter-attack. Here it comes. Bluey with a great pre-flip. Look how well he's caught that one. Matane had so much respect for Bluey there. Now he's in a 1v1 with the aforementioned. Into Cash, into the middle. Tadpole just gets a touch on it. Cash again looking so threatening as he tries to set up double touches. Tadpole both times has responded well. He's just had the answer. Nail-biting finish to the opening series of the day. Cash into the middle. Free shot from Matane. Slams it into the bar. Triple Trouble having to do some real difficult defending here. But they are hanging on. They still just need a 1 goal Cash has pre-jumped. He's up early and wide. NLE just can't get through. They can't hit the target. They can't get past the last man. Here comes Cash again. Bluey this time shuts the door on him. 2 minutes into the game and it's all NLE. Into overtime, I should say. Cash tries to bring it down defensively. Bluey goes under him. He's demoed Matane on the back wall. He's landed on Taz. And that is unbelievable by Bluey to clutch it for triple trouble. Demos one on the back wall, lands on the other. And that's the easiest goal that Ricks is going to have in his entire Rocket League career. Bluey is the one to clutch it. And maybe, I said that Cash should be MVP no matter what, but Bluey did play well today. He's certainly put in a good case for himself. And after being under pressure all game long in overtime, TT steal it. They clutch it right to the end. What a play by Bluey. They advance. And NLE are eliminated. They fought back bravely. I was really impressed with NLE today. Cash in particular, of course. But triple trouble. You can never count them out. They've done this before. They've done it again. And they're going to have another crack at Espanyol to start off the playoff matches next week. But yeah, massive commiserations to NLE. They had such a great tournament. They swept Group A, but they've fallen in the winner bracket to Singularity, and now they've fallen in losers to Triple Trouble. I'm sure they've earned a lot of fans here. I'm sure they've earned a lot of recognition, and rightfully so. They do still have a chance in the rival series to progress into the playoffs there, if I'm not mistaken. So their season, or at least, all of their Rocket League action is far from over this year. NLE currently sit 4th in the rival series, but they still have Triple Trouble to play there. They still have SGE to play there, so they could make a move into the top 3, potentially make it into playoffs. But today belongs to Triple Trouble. They started off really well, and they just had what it took to keep NLE at bay. That was about everything and more that you could ask for a team to hold off against. NLE were absolutely battering them in overtime, but they did well, and Triple Trouble advanced to the next day of competition.